Hello YouTube, me again. So I've got another special one. So we've got a few interesting pieces on this one. For a start, it's not really round, but a huge chunk missing out of it here. And on the side where we do have a nice bit of figurine, because there's another branch there, because there's another pith. Unfortunately, it turns into that. So, you know, I've got that to contend with somehow. I'm not quite sure what's going to happen. I am sure that I would like to get something in there to try and prize it out, because if not, at some point that's coming across the room at me, isn't it? But yeah, it's a big old chunk. It's got some weight to it still. Yeah, it's got some weight to it still, definitely. And I also am making this for very good friends of ours, Gee&Vicki, for their wedding. It's a vase. Vicky's got some special flowers that she'd like to keep forever. What a better thing to make out of it, eh? Make something that they can keep forever. But I need to decide first how big a circle I can get out of this. What's the worst that could happen? Well, actually, I could end up in a world of trouble, but never mind. Let's get that out of the way first. Get that big old tail stuck up here, because we're gonna need it. Oh god. Well, when you watch this video back, Gee&Vicki, you could have picked a lighter bit of wood. That's no way near the centre that I wanted. Oh my. Let's just leave it there for a second. Right, there we have it. Well, I'm not quite sure at what speed that's going to be safe to turn out to start with. Nope, definitely not there then. Well, this one's going to be exciting. Everything's locked down. I am out of the way. It says brakes are engaged. So we've got 300 RPM and the thing's jumping around. We're just starting to make the lathe jump. I'll put the big face shield on because I do not trust that. Right, let's see what happens, guys. Wish me luck. Funnily enough, I think I'm going to need it. And guess what? Bertha's coming out. 3/4 inch ball gouge. I could be here for some time. We'll say hip hip, hooray! We finally got a round piece of wood. It was lovely, right. Look at that. Proper cool figuring in it. Obviously I've got to deal with some of this still, but that's not a problem. It's only a crack. I can deal with cracks. Yeah, I'm going to get chucked up into this tenon now. I'm going to try and get some of this sawdust off of me. I'm going to get it proper crushed in because I don't want it coming out. Oh yeah, that's tight now. Like that, and then into there and back up. I think. Get up to 700 RPM really easily. And my plan is to get a bit of shape in there. I am going to thin it down a little bit, I think, and then true the bottom up. Get a tenor, a mortise put in the bottom so that it's ready to go. And then flip it round, drill it out. Yeah. Easy! Right. Where's my hood? Let's not making a mess again. Just thought to myself, why don't I just hog a load more out with Beast, with Bertha? Yeah, it's almost bloody polished it. Right, well we've got a long old way to go, so I'll bring you back in a bit. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, feels good. Just got to get that sanded up. Right, while that racket's shutting up, let's get the let's get my branding sorted. So that base is all sanded up now, so it's sanded up to 600 grit. I'm just heating up the logo. My special brand that I made. Well, it should be hot enough. Soon find out though, won't we? That way up, I reckon. Yeah. So we can get it in the middle. Well, it's definitely done it. There's the airline to cool it down quickly. So let's hit this with a bit of sanding sealer. I don't know quite how it's coming out on the camera, but it's really shiny up to there. Right, now what I'm going to do also is, that's not really good English, is it? I'm going to get all of these bits filled if the camera will ever stop wobbling. So I'm going to fill these bits with sanding sealer, cover that with sanding sealer, that knot, all these little knots, that lovely bit there, that figure there, cover that with sanding sealer, and that top one, and this weird purple one that's coming out of here, which is quite cool. So I'm going to hit all this with sanding sealer. I'm going to put super glue all down this crack because it definitely needs doing. I'll super glue up that, these couple of knots, super glue up that one, that figure, and that one as well. Even though I know I'm going to cut a lot more of this away, I won't super glue them up just because, and get sanding sealer on them, because the sanding sealer will soak in and the super glue will soak into this crack for definite. So let's get it all sealed up as best as can, really. The sanding sealer is just there to stop the super glue from marking, from staining up the wood too bad. And also I'd love to see what colours these figures come out with when the sanding sealed up. Not as purple as they were before, are they? Now, super glue time. Easy to do it with this hand so you guys can actually see. Right, that's the crack super glued up. Shouldn't look that bad actually. Okay, look, the surface will dry, but the inside won't. I'm not bothered about the crack. I don't need that to dry up. There you go, lovely. A 600 grit sanding pad is not going to do anything to that, so Yeah, that's good. Now that's ready for Yorkshire gritting when I get back from lunch, because that'll give these time to all go off. And by the look of it, that's already soaked in that super glue already. So I might need to pour some more super glue down there just to stabilise that crack. But see you in a bit. (915 RPMs, fastest I dare go with the thing without it rattling itself to pieces. That's it. What the hell? That's done, all nice and shiny. Oh yeah, that feels lovely. The words "like glass" comes to mind. Good, I'm happy with that. Right, let's get it flipped round. Hopefully, don't drop it in the process. Oh no, that's definitely not right. Oh, quite a big vase. If it stays that big. Yeah, I like it. Good job on making it. Right, that is tight. As tight as I want to go anyway, because I can hear it creaking a bit. Oh, there's an interesting fact, isn't it? I've got a really good, really old-fashioned Joe next door, who was a machinist, metal worker. He gave me his old number 34. Here, look, read it. It says number 34 Jacob's chuck. This is like a proper original Jacob's chuck, an absolute beast of a chuck. Real nice to use. And I've always thought that something's not right, as in these are out of centre and stuff, and wonder whether my tailstock's right and all that kind of thing. And now I've just answered my own question. My tailstock's absolutely fine. Nothing to do with the tailstock. It's to do with that bloody Jacob's chuck. So all these holes I've drilled with that Jacob's chuck and gone, it's not bloody centre. The tailstock's not right. It turns out the tailstock's absolutely fine. The Jacob's chuck, however, is a piece of garbage and is going in the bin, because I've just put another Jacob's chuck on, an older one, much older actually, and it's not even a Jacob. Absolutely lines up with the hole that it was forcing itself into. Whereas before, the drill bit was popping up into a good, I'd say 4mm, 5mm off. So I'm glad I answered my own question though. So I'll be using this one from now on. The only thing is, it's going to be noisy. I can tell it is already.
Yep, this is going to take ages, so I think I'll finish this off camera. I'll bring you guys back once I've got it cored all the way out to the bottom and it's done. I'll also get something to stabilise the end of the vase so that I can finish the final cuts and get it shaped exactly how I want it and get it sanded.
So that's it. My good lady's just made the decision that this should be straight sided, not curved. So straight sided it will be. There. Stop, because I couldn't see.
Now, if this isn't entertaining enough for you, I'm sure the next bit will be. Gee, don't kill me for this. And the subscribers, tell me who this reminds you of, if you know. So, sorry about that, G. I had to put those in, thought they were cracking photos. And that's what you get for giving me the password to your videos or photo files. So I'm just going to put a little bit of detail into the top of the vase here, so we've just got a straight top, and then we'll get on with sanding it.
Uh-oh. Need to take that out and tailstock. Get rid of that. Get you out of there. I don't want you in there. Right, so it's sanding time, and I'll be sanding up from 180, 240, 320, 400, 600, 800. That's what I'll be sanding up through. You guys are going to see me do the 180 and the 600, maybe 800. Because they're all the same. They all take a while. And you have to be delicate with all of them. So, yep. sand and seal it, and then Yorkshire grit, and then microcrystalline wax. If I got one of these, I'm going to pour sanding sealer all over it and ram it down the hole. Alright, sanding sealer. Yeah, there's something weird to the brush, look. That way you should be able to see it get all sand and sealed up. Pretty good way of doing it. I mean, it's all stuck to my hand like, but right. So that one first, Yorkshire grit, and then that one second. You know the score by now, you've already seen me do it. So what I'll do is bring you back once it's all done. Alright, that's it all sand and sealed, Yorkshire gritted, and now I'm just about to put on the final piece, which is microcrystalline wax. Finally, as it is stupidly late at 11:54 PM, not AM. So microcrystalline wax, we're just gonna rub it all in. Not in the direction of the lathe. Where we can, we try and do it opposite direction to what the lathe is, so that when it kind of sets, it doesn't set, but it's kind of sets up a bit, it dries up. When that happens, we can then turn the lathe on after 20 minutes, and we can basically buff off, and because we'll be going opposite to the marks we've just put on there, hopefully it heats up quicker. And obviously we take all the marks out. That's the idea anyway. Stick it all the way down there as well. Hopefully. Alright, well, right, 20 minutes. And that lot can be buffed off. I'm really looking forward to seeing how shiny we can get it. Oh, let's get rid of that little lump there. Right, finally, the last little bit to do at 12:20 at night. It's time to get it buffed off. That's 900 RPM.
After this, I'll put up some pictures of our amazing friends Gee and Vicky at their wedding, and then a small clip of the vase on the turntable, but at 12:30 at night. This is pretty much all I could come up with.
Yeah, that's come out quite shiny, that.